Hello, hi, how is life? Today in this theme park, which I've actually not made a video on in so long, it's good to be back. Yes, I'm actually so good at making videos these past few days. I got like daily uploads out for 2 days. It's shocking. I know I said that at the start of this channel there would be like daily uploads, and there wasn't, which is, I'm sorry about that. I'm hoping that maybe they'll become more consistent, except every time I say that, I instantly stop recording stuff. But here we are in this theme park. As you can see, there's a coaster there. I'm not sure where the footage of me building that coaster went, so you just got this footage of me writing the letters of the name of this coaster called Hailstorm, and it's an INTAMIN GIGA coaster. Yeah, there's a quick start to the video, you know. It's in a Viking themed area. This content is so old. It was made like before they added in any of the old themes from the Planet Coaster game. I think there might have been some Western stuff actually, but that's how old this is, right? I got the sorcery pack though, so like that, I'm in the next area the area after this that I'm gonna build, I will be using the sorcery pack in there. There's 2 coasters built in this. We get this you didn't build it. Don't take credit for my work. I get this entire area finished in this video, which is good. And you can see I'm building a Viking house. Now, you see, one thing I didn't want to do in this park is use blueprints like I am just there. So I decided to make my own custom house because, you know, every time I've seen a video where a creator uses blueprints, I'm like, oh, it's a bit disappointing, because, like, you know, I want them to build it properly, even if it would look worse, which this definitely does, because I'm terrible at this game when it comes to building scenery, although I feel like I'm quite good at building natural scenery. It's just like physical scenery I'm not that good at. But it's okay. There's a house here, a lovely little house. I just duplicated it across an entire section of this Viking themed area because I didn't like the idea of the house just like, well, I didn't want to have to make new houses each time, but I made it double-sided. I was going to originally put this house just like randomly along the water lake thing that's there, but then I decided that I was going to make the house like a section on dry land that the houses would all be situated on, and here there'd be a bunch of like Viking boats, longboats and stuff. You can see a sped up POV of the roller coaster there, very fast, and there's also some rocks around this area too. See, I told you there's like this entire street area that I'm building here, and I've completely finished the next area as well and started on the one after this. That's how far behind this content is. I've also almost completely finished another park, which I'm not turning into a YouTube series, although if you want, I might do a video where I tour that park once it's finished building, but I didn't record any of the building of it because it was originally going to be a park that me and my friend made together, but then his Planet Coaster wasn't working and he's still not been able to fix it, so I got a bit carried away and just ended up basically finishing the entire park. But yeah, so that's why I've not made videos on this. I got a bit too invested in that park and I lost motivation for this park, but it's okay because there are now trees, and yeah, trees. This took up so much percentage. You can see it's on 50%. I'm pretty sure I go back in the future and get rid of like 90% of the trees there, because that's what's causing most of the percentage counter, and I don't like. Why am we in the Greek area? Okay, this is very fast zooming going on. If you have like epilepsy or something, look away. Okay, just measuring the piece count then. It's very, okay, it doesn't matter. We're building a flat ride. Yes, it's called Zodiac, except no, it's not. It's called Enterprise. That's what those are called. Yeah, so this flat ride actually does not stay. The whole thing disappears, it goes. And instead, there's a wooden coaster which is here now, which the first part of building just like disappeared for some reason, and it starts off being a very short wooden coaster. I hope it gets longer in the future, because I'm pretty sure it was, it changes. Don't get attached to this layout. It changes fully and completely right now, as you can see, and you get to see the full build of it. We're only 5 minutes into this video and we're already starting on the second coaster. This is crazy, that. You can also see the area name of this area. Well, not anymore. It was there for a second. This area is called Bjornsund. I just went onto Google and looked up Viking towns, historic Viking towns or something like that, and that was one that came up that sounded good, so I stole the name. Yeah, that's, I know, I'm not very original when it comes to naming things. You'll see by the name of this wooden coaster, it's like really unoriginal, but that's further towards the end of the video. This is the first wooden roller coaster in this park, and it's probably going to be the last, unless you count mine train coasters as wooden coasters, because I'm going to do one of them in the future, and there might already be one that's in the future for you, but in the past for me. Maybe, potentially. Is that a spoiler for another area? Possibly. If you want to, guess in the comments, because that would be good, and it would make this video become famous, and I want to be famous. So, like, if you could, it would be very handy if you subscribed to this YouTube channel, because I know the videos haven't been very consistent lately. However, if you subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything, and all that will happen is more videos that you like will be recommended to you. So I feel like it would be a good investment if you were to subscribe. Anyway, back to this theme park. You can see that I am adding stuff to the front of this car, these ride vehicles, to make them Viking looking. It's a bit like a boat. The spoiler for the name of this ride. Yes, it's that unoriginal. It's not just called boat. There's a word in front of it, but it's like I may as well just tell you. The ride is called Longboat. Yeah, I know, real original that. But here you can see I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm moving this sign slightly. Yeah, so the name of the okay, right, forget about that name, because I've already mentioned it and I don't need to keep going on about it. We're building some shops, we're building a street, there's some restaurants, and this was made before the restaurant feature got added to the game. So, you know, there's not like a proper restaurant, although I might have done that. Although in the other park that I mentioned about earlier briefly, none of the guests used the restaurant, and it's so sad because I spent like so much time building that restaurant. And you know what, I actually really want to show this park off to this YouTube channel, not this one, the other park, to this YouTube channel once I finished it, because I'm actually really proud of it. I also really like this park as well, but I feel like I've gone for more like unique themes in the other park, and it's like actually I went into it with a plan. This park I was just kind of building what I wanted when I wanted. And you know what, I kept my promise from the first episode that there would be a Western themed area. I don't think it was the first episode, but it was one of them. That's a spoiler for next episode, actually. Forget that. I didn't say anything. And this is definitely not for you to be engaged, so you feel like you should watch the next video. That's definitely not why I'm doing this. So, yeah, if you're not interested in a Western area, then, I don't know, go back and watch one of the videos I've already watched, or watch some videos more further into the future. But, yeah, so forget I said that. And you can see here that I am redoing the trees because there were too many of them, like I said. Lovely. And this is meant to be like a mountainous area. There's not many mountains. Actually, good point. I should go and add some mountains in the background because it's like a mountainous Viking area, right? So I would like to do that, actually. I say I'm going to do that. Am I going to do that? Well, presumably at some point I will, because I'm gonna add to another area after this video, you know? That doesn't make much sense, but if you understand what I'm trying to say, then you'll understand what I'm trying to say. And here you can see we've been designing this station for like the whole time that I just went on that random tangent. And yes, you can see the boats on the top, right? And oh, okay, that was quick. Right, we're in real time now. Hello, hi, welcome to real time. Yep, this is the Viking area named Bjornsund. You can see the lovely view of the wooden coaster in the back, and behind that, the INTAMIN GIGA coaster. We're going to ride both of them. Why am I, like, shouting? I'm actually talking so loud, and there's no reason for it, right? So let's go in. You can see this lovely view, and there's some boats over there. Another ride. No, that's the same ride. Some boats over there, and I love how, like, it's... the actual roller coaster is like so set quite far back from this entrance, so it's really easy to hide it from other coasters, from other areas in the park, because it's so far back in this park that you can't even see it most of the time in this area, like the top peak of the lift hill. You can't see most of the time. And there's also that cool area, that cool little airtime top hat thingy, which I like. I think there's a bit too strong vertical G's on there. I might have to like get rid of that because of the airtime is too strong. But you know, it's fine. I'm saying I'll do this, but I probably won't. Here we have the first ride called Longboat. I really like this entrance sign because it's like got layered lettering. I'm not sure where I came up with the idea for that, but I like it. It looks cool. And we're going to go onto this ride, I presume, and ride the ride. Never mind, we're going away from it. Okay, no, we're not. This queue is quite unthemed. The majority of the theming in this area is meant to, like, come from the whole area. It's quite an open area, because I didn't want to, like... I don't know why it's so open. But, you know, so there's not, like, direct themes of each of the ride. It's just direct themings. You get me? You know what I mean? Like, it's just the whole area is themed. The inside of the station there we just saw was very nice. I enjoyed building it, and I like how it looks in there. And now we just gotta, like, wait until the roller coaster comes. Okay, well, here it is. We're on the roller coaster now. We're gonna go, and the ride will start. And then enjoy the ride. I will not talk through it. Alright, well that was that ride that took me like, not that long to build, but it's quite fun, I think. I think if it was a real ride, it would be quite fun. It's just a basic wooden coaster, except it's quite tall. And now we go to the even taller ride, which is very cool. Called Hailstorm. That one's a slightly more original name. And it's got, like, a bit of a theme to it that's unique to this area. although it doesn't really do much with that theme. There's just a bit of, like, writing in the station. But there is the sign, which is a very nice sign, but since this area is so open, you can see it everywhere, and I quite like that. But I don't know, something about how open this area is, it makes it look unfinished. Maybe that's just because I'm bad at this game, but you can see the queue goes, like, right the way around there, and there's still not that much theming in the actual queue, but the theming in the area, I think, is good. And we're apparently not going to that ride, actually, because we're just looking, and you can see Longboat going around there, and you can see a pirate ship right there, which I don't think was in the time-lapse, but it's called Odin. Yes, again, very original name. And it's just a normal pirate ship, except it's a Viking ship. So it's not a pirate ship, actually. It's a Viking ship. Anyway, now we're walking towards Hailstorm, and I'm assuming we're going to go through the gate to ride it, the entrance area. Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Very nice. That's the exit thing right there. There is a bit of theming, actually. Right there, that small house. I'm not sure where that came from, but there's a house there. I'm not sure why I put that there. But, you know, house. Yes. And then inside the station, which we are going, there is some people queuing, and there's a writing at the back there that we're not watching, apparently, because we're getting on the ride, which is not, no.